So hey guys, what's up? This is Ezekiel, and welcome back to another episode of the Battle Cats Evolution series. Yeah, so in the last video, we talked about the Bodhisattva cat, and so today, we're going to be moving on to the next cat, which is the Viking Cat. Yeah! So, I apologize for the lack of uploads since the last time I uploaded, which was a couple of weeks ago, but I was really busy for exams, for university and stuff, you know, just responsibilities in the school life, but I'm happy to say that I've actually finished all my exams. I'm done with school for now up until September, so I should be free to make videos again for, you know, just for the upcoming days up until September since school starts again. So anyways, let's just get straight into the video, and apologies again for the lack of videos, but yes, the Viking Cat. A combat class cat, has read too many fantasy novels, strong against red enemies. Here are the basic stats right here. So the Viking Cat's pretty basic. It's just one of those cats that's fairly tanky up against red enemies, can also do a fair amount of damage, so, you know, it's sort of similar to the fish cat. If you have that in your basic arsenal, this is just another cat that you can use. It's also cheaper than the fish cat, and you could spam it a lot more in a, you know, spammy sort of way. Nothing else too crazy about this cat, pretty basic, so let's just get on to the next one right here. So the next one is the Thor Cat, which is a lot cooler, reminds me of Thor from Marvel, you know, for all you Marvel fans out there. Having found the internet, this cat had its armor and weapon order made, strong against red enemies. Guessing it's either from like Geek Fuel or ThinkGeek.com or like Amazon.com because it like sells everything, or even like eBay because that sells like literally everything. Same stats, or not same stats, the stats do like increase over the evolutions right here, but same basic statistics right here. It's just that he looks a lot cooler, I feel, in this version right here, the Thor Cat. You know, Viking Cat, Thor Cat. And if you thought the Thor Cat was cool, the next cat and the final evolution of this cat actually is pretty dope, I must say. So that is the Maximum the Fighter. I think it's supposed to be a reference to some like either Coliseum fighter or something like that, not too sure. I think I recognize the name from somewhere. I'm not too sure what the reference is though, but it sounds familiar. Anyways, turns out his order-made armor is a knockoff brand. Even the cheap stuff is still enough to hit red for massive area damage. So, what can I say? We live in a reality where people are kind of sketchy sometimes, selling things that aren't exactly what they say it is, but, you know, when you get it, you're kind of like, meh. You can either return it or you just keep it and just pretend that it actually is what it is, sort of thing. So, the only thing that changes from the first two forms, from its true form right here, is that it gains area attack damage, which makes it pretty useful, so that it can actually like deal with hordes of enemies, especially red enemies, in a timely fashion right here. So it's pretty nice that they included the area damage for this guy right here. Plus he gets an increase in HP and attack, I'm pretty sure. If not, then, you know, the statistics that I'll show in the little segments will prove me wrong or right. So yeah, let's just quickly demonstrate what all these forms look like in the dojo mode, and then we'll get right into the battle sequence right here. I never understood why, in the dojo mode, they kind of left it as just the Wanderer's Trial Stage 1? Does that imply that there's going to be more stages later on, or anything like that? Because for now, it sort of seems like counterintuitive, you know? It's like you're wondering, like, if I do this stage, am I going to, like, get more stuff later on, or no? But, the Viking Cat basically looks like this. Looks pretty basic, sort of like, you know, I don't know, if you're starting out in Skyrim and you just got your first helmet, your first weapon, and you're like, okay, ready for adventure, just to, you know, kill some monsters and stuff like that. But yeah, it's, you know, really just like a basic hammer and helmet, and then just kind of smashes his hammer down on his opponents, which, you know, nothing too fancy, just, you know, hammering on the enemies as one does. So that's pretty much what, pretty much all I could say for the Viking Cat right there. So the next form right here, oops, that is not the Viking Cat, that is the basic cat, not what we're reviewing today. We're gonna show that in like in the future video. Some people were wondering just like, how come you're not doing like basic cats or like little cats? Because, you know, little cats have evolved forms now, which I'm trying to do right now. Not too great at it, but you know, and that's just my girlfriend talking about what we're gonna make for dinner, which is pretty nice. Oof. It's just, she likes to text me a lot, you know, I like to text her too, but when I'm working, it's like, I can't text her back, which is kind of sucky. But, anyways, goodness, tell me all the ingredients. Sorry. got distracted right there. But the Thor Cat, right, back onto the video. The Thor Cat, in terms of his looks pretty impressive. So, you know, we saw the Viking Cat looks pretty simplistic as you're just starting in Skyrim. Well, the Thor Cat is sort of like, you know, if you're playing Skyrim a lot and you kind of beast yourself up. So the helmet looks a lot more, you know, detailed and I guess pro-looking. The hammer looks a lot more impressive, kind of shinier, not like just not like a block that you're just like, you know, wailing on the enemy. It's more like a refined, professional weapon-like hammer that, you know, kills stuff in a aesthetically more pleasing way, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I don't know. I like the Thor Cat. Doesn't really, you know, now that I think about it, doesn't really look like Thor from the Marvel series per se, but you know, it kind of has them Thor vibes, you know, which is pretty cool. So now we're gonna look at the final form, which is the Maximum the Fighter, and my goodness, it's like this guy in comparison to the first two forms, like, I don't know, if we're still talking Skyrim logic, this is like if you're playing Skyrim like all the time, like hardcore, oops, did not mean to press that, but if you're playing Skyrim like hardcore every single day, just like, you know, leveling up to the max and then like getting all the best arms and stuff. Haven't played Skyrim in a while, but I did get the Elder Scrolls Remastered Edition, so maybe I'll play that in the meantime during the summer. But look at that thing! Look at this guy! He has, like, the shoulder pads that look so freaking crazy. The helmet looks pretty awesome. Has some armor. The hammer, though, was once again refined, so got kind of back to that blocky figure, but has that intricate design in the center with, like, the massive pointy top, which I guess he could use to, like, poke his enemies if he really wants to. But, man, this guy is just, like, ready for battle right here. Honestly, like, just a true fighter, as you can see. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can show for the Maximum Fighter. And now let's get on to the actual interesting part of the video, which is the true form showcase right here. So for this battle composition, we're going to be using just the basic strong effect increasing team, which also has the defense up because of the last three right there, the main cat, the dragon cat, and the lion cat. And then we're just going to be using the Maximum the Fighter, because that's all we're going to need for this example right here. So, look at that, the little tiny awakened stage. I tried that, did not win successfully because I don't actually have the right cats for it, but I might try it again later on, just, you know, for the funsies, just to see if I can actually get the cat. But for now, we're just gonna have to do that on our own time. Whoops, smack the microphone, didn't mean to do that. But we're gonna be doing Red Passion's Insane. I know I usually do, like, the Red Passion stage, like, a lot for, like, the past few, not the past few, just like a lot of like Battle Cats Evolutions videos in the past, but I just feel like this is like a pretty good stage nonetheless. So we're gonna get the speed up right here just because it's kind of slow at the start, and then we could see the you know, the Maximum the Fighter Cat in its full potential. So there goes all the effects right there. They're gonna send out just the I believe it's just the pigs and then the queen pig to start off with, which is pretty basic. Just gonna max this out, and then we're gonna start spamming the Maximum the Fighter Cat. Woo! Because that's the only cat we're gonna need for this stage, because it's tanky enough and does a decent amount of damage. So you'll see what I mean right here. So let's just start spamming these guys out, and as you can see, well, it's not too surprising because, like, you know, these guys aren't exactly the strongest, but the fact that we're able to sort of hold them off and sort of push them very slowly is it's a good sign. It's a good sign right here. So what's different, I guess, from this cat to, like, you know, maybe the Dark Axe cat is that this cat is definitely tankier, can deal with hordes of red enemies, while the, you know, the regular Dark Cat can't do that per se. And I can prove this right here when the red boar comes out, which it has right here. Goodness, it's like when the game is like going too fast before I can even explain what's occurring right here. So there goes the red boar and all the extra support, the red snakes and the queen piggy. And for now, you can see that we're not doing too bad. It's like, actually, we're not doing bad at all. Like, we're able to literally hold off the red boar from advancing. And while we're not able to kill him right away, because again, these guys are, they can do a decent amount of damage, but they're not meant to do like an absurd amount of damage, like, you know, compared to, like, I don't know, like, say the Dark Cat. But it still has enough, like, of that defensive power to, like, hold these guys off. So if you had other red cat support cats theoretically, which I do right here, which I could send out, but, you know, we're just looking at these guys right now, then you could definitely, you know, wall these guys, like, wall red enemies, like, all day long, and then just have your support cats, like, finish them off. So just gonna speed this up now, because I think you guys get the idea. This red boar is definitely not gonna, like, get past these guys anytime soon, so may as well just kind of speed up the process right here, because eventually it's gonna die at some point. at one point in, like, one of these days. Please die faster. There we go. So now that's dead, we can just casually send all these guys and watch it destroy the base in its, you know, weak glory, full glory. Just watch it destroy the base. Yeah, look at these guys go, just like... And when you have, like, a lot of these guys, too, it's like just the barrage of hammers is pretty impressive as well, I must say. So just watch that base go down in its full glory. There we go. And we got a red Catfruit seed, which is not really like useful because we sort of maxed out all the cats we could at this point in time, but still pretty good. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I could say for this cat. So do I recommend it? I definitely do. I wouldn't recommend it for... I know I just said that it's like a good red wall cat, but there are certain scenarios where I wouldn't use this cat. I would rather use like Titan Cats or stuff like that, because just for the sake of like money efficiency, but generally I would recommend using this cat for a lot of the red stages that you might be facing, just because it's a really good tank. So I get this true form, and then you should be good to go. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much all I can say. So thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more Battle Cats videos in the future. If you have any cat suggestions that you would like me to, you know, do for future videos, then just let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can say. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Woo!